All right, so I do see that our guest has joined us just on time, absolutely punctual. Miss Beverly, good morning.
Good morning, Sandy. How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Great, thank you very much. I'm sorry you can't take the British out of me. I am always punctual.
Is that a thing? Are Brits known for being punctual? That's
Oh,
good.
last night I was told we're known for being punctual and standing in line and saying sorry.
Okay. I did not know that, but I love it. I love punctuality. So thank you so much, Beverly, for joining us this beautiful Thursday morning. So we're here to talk about the Breast Cancer Foundation.
Yeah.
Beverly, tell us what your role is at the Breast Cancer Foundation.
Well, thank you for inviting us on, Sandy. And before we
Yes.
start, I want to thank you and your whole team for your support during October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Every single day you posted something, and it means an awful lot for us that we had your support.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the newly appointed Chief Administrator of the Foundation since
Right.
July. And that means that part of my role is awareness and
Mhm.
the early detection program.
Yes, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for that. Now, I did visit you guys a couple years ago. I'm trying to remember exactly when that was. But you've got your office in Grand Harbor, and you can tell us about all the exciting stuff that's happening in relation to your office here in a second. But I have to be honest with you, I visited and I was so emotional during the visit that I just burst out crying. I know your staff must have been like, what on earth? But it's just one of those things that we all know someone who has been touched by this disease, by breast cancer. Sometimes they are survivors, and unfortunately, we also know people who haven't survived the battle. And so when I was there talking about, or talking with the Breast Cancer Foundation team members about all of the amazing things that you guys do, I just became just overwhelmed by everything. So tell us a little bit about some of the services that you do offer through your foundation.
Okay, well, it's interesting because obviously the team members did actually tell me about your visit, and they did tell me exactly what you've just said.
Yes.
Had our recent fundraising gala, and during that I gave an example of what we called a typical day, but there is no such thing as a typical.
Mm,
So our doorbell will go, and there'll be somebody who's been sent to us by a doctor who
mhm,
felt a lump and they require a mammogram voucher or an ultrasound voucher. So that's where we start our journey with the ladies and the gentlemen. So
mhm,
you do not have insurance coverage, or if your insurance is exhausted, we provide free mammograms and free ultrasounds all year round, not just in October. This is a service that we run 365 days of the year. So the doorbell goes and there's a lady, and that's what she's there for. The doorbell
mhm,
goes again, and we've got somebody who is has just recently had surgery, and she's in need of either a bra, prostheses, maybe that she's had some of her lymph nodes removed, so therefore she'll need a sleeve. So we're there to provide that. We provide swimsuits, we provide
mhm,
for post-surgery. The doorbell goes again, and there's somebody who has just finished their chemotherapy. They've come to ring the bell to celebrate with us that their chemotherapy is over, and that person is wearing a wig that we've provided.
mhm.
We support people through their chemotherapy. We provide a cold capping service. There are machines in each of the hospitals in Cayman, and they're all provided by the Breast Cancer Foundation. They're not just for ladies and gentlemen with breast cancer. They're available for use for anybody that has cancer and is going through chemo.
Mhm.
The next time the doorbell goes, it could be somebody who, after 8 or 9 years, their breast cancer has come back. So
Mm.
offer everything from the start of the journey all the way through that. Should you be diagnosed, we're advocates. We'll go with you
Mhm.
to the appointments.
Mhm.
We've got bilingual team members. So if English is not your first language, we are more than happy to go with you to those appointments, because those
Mhm.
appointments are hard. You probably hear the word breast, you hear the word cancer, and you probably don't hear anything else. So
Mm.
team is happy to go with you to provide the support that you need. And we've actually gone one step further, and this year we've launched our self-awareness campaign, which is we're actually going out into workplaces, into the community, into government, and even into the schools and into the colleges to say to people, what are you looking for? What are you feeling for? And to feel on a regular basis, so that if there are any changes, that you know immediately and get yourself to the doctor. Because at the end of the day, and it's our strapline, early detection saves lives.
I mean, wow, it sounds like you guys are incredibly busy. How many team members, do you have there?
There is just 4 of us.
Just 4. You guys are busy.
4 full-time members of staff and an amazing support team of volunteers as well. In particular, when it comes to our cold capping service, that is a team of amazing volunteers.
Yes. Wow. So, your doors are not open just during the month of October. This is a fully manned, staffed office 12 months out of the year. And you guys definitely have a lot going on. I was so surprised at the sort of breadth of services that you do offer and the support that is available. And one of the amazing things that you do is you offer mammogram certificates for people who are not able to afford to have a mammography done. And of course, we know that this is one of the, key ways in which every woman should be, depending on your age and so forth, should be having a mammogram once a year, just to ensure that, you are aware of any changes with your breasts. Of course, breast self-exam should be done monthly. But again, this is a fantastic service that's available to people who simply, for whatever reason, can't financially afford it. So tell us a little bit about that particular offering.
Okay, so if you're not covered by insurance, or in this day and age, if your insurance has been maxed out because one visit to the doctor and your wellness portion can be used up, we offer free mammograms and free ultrasounds all year round. All we require you to do is to go to your doctor to get a referral. If you don't have a doctor, again, give us a call. We can recommend doctors in each of the districts who work with us, who will provide you with a discounted, if not free, visit to the doctor to get that referral. And it's all year round. And then we are incredibly lucky. We work with all the service providers on island. So, we recommend that you go back to where you've been before, just for continuity, so we can compare. But say Doctors Hospital, Health City and Ocean Med are phenomenal supporters of ours, and they work with us so that we can provide these mammograms and ultrasounds all year round.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. Literally turn up and here's a voucher.
Yeah. Fantastic. No, I mean, this is, even myself, I was sharing with some of our listeners that I did a mammogram this year in August. I try to do it around my birthday so I can always remember to get it done. And then I had to follow it with an ultrasound because they did see something on the mammogram that wasn't there last year. Thankfully, it looks like it's just fibrocystic breast, which a lot of women get. It's quite common. But, having that peace of mind of being able to have these exploratory tests done is so important.
Yeah, and that's, we are seen out there. We're big fundraisers, but this is the reason why everything that I've mentioned so far, and an awful lot more as well, is completely free of charge. There's no charge. A prosthetic breast is over $180. An arms, a bandage, they're over $250, and it's hot here. You need 2 or 3 of them. We bras for all of our survivors. They get 2 bras a year forevermore, but they're specialist bras. So again, they run at $50 to $100. The swimsuits, and then also we're very well known for our wellness program as well, where we take a holistic approach to the recovery. We want to instill the joy of living rather than the fear of dying. So we have, the list goes on and on. We provide acupuncture, massage, physiotherapy, breathwork classes, mindfulness, exercise classes, yoga, art, counseling, but not only for the lady or the gentleman, because it can happen to men as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we provide free counseling for them, their caregivers, their partners, and their family. And that's ongoing as well. I mean, in 5 years' time, you're completely cancer free, and you may wake up one morning with dreadful anxiety because it's been 5 years and I've felt something. And what is it? You just call us up and the appointment is made.
Yes, this is amazing. And I love that you support the people who support the person who has the diagnosis, because a lot of women or men will have spouses and other family members who are there trying to be supportive of them, but they need support too.
Oh, absolutely. And if anything, that's probably is more important. I mean, with my professional background, the one thing I always say is, who cares for the carer?
Yes.
And you need to be, you're trying to be strong. I mean, in most cases, it's a male, but it could be a sister, it could be an aunt, it could be a best friend that you're supporting. And it's just incredibly important. So again, our doors are open, our phones, and we just say to people, just pick the phone up, call us, send us a WhatsApp. We don't inundate you, but you know that we're there. Our supporters spoke recently at 100 Women Who Care, and said at that time, I'm a professional female. I don't need the Breast Cancer Foundation. How wrong was I? Who do I ring at 10 o'clock when I'm scared and when I'm frightened? And that's what I'm there to instill, the joy of living. And you know what, Sandy, early detection truly does save lives. I was at a meeting about 10 days ago with the Lions Club of Tropical, who do an amazing job throughout October. I mean, hats off to them. We actually support them in October rather than the other way round. And Dr. Benitha Benoit, who is the oncologist at Health City, was talking, and she said when she arrived on Ireland 8 years ago, 70% of the breast cancer she saw was at stage 4. That's a late diagnosis. This year, between January and the beginning of October, 70% of the breast cancer she saw was at stage 0 or stage 1. That is, you recover from that. You have a 99% chance of recovery. I mean, like, if that figure alone doesn't tell you that you should be regularly checking your breasts for anything and getting regular ultrasounds and mammograms, I don't know what will. 70%, we've completely turned it. And she said it's as a direct result of our early detection program.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Makes you have goosebumps.
No, definitely. Fantastic. I mean, this is really, really amazing. Well, Beverly, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Tell us how people can reach out to you. And by the way, share a little bit about the exciting news of what's happening at your office location.
Yes. So to everybody, Sandy wanted to come in and visit us, and I asked her if she could just wait till the new year. We are actually taking the space next door to us, so we're doubling our space, which is absolutely amazing. So we're doubling the space of what is currently called the bra room, but we're thinking of a name. So if any one of your listeners can think of a good name for it. So we're doubling the space of our bra room. We're having a set counselling room, so counselling will be available all the time. A treatment room, so some of our amazing service providers can actually come to us and the ladies can come to us. We're going to have 2 quiet spaces, so if we have a day like I described where the doorbell is going constantly, if somebody's just coming to pick up a mammogram voucher, we don't necessarily want them sat next to somebody who's just had a diagnosis. We're going to the space next door to give us a set administrative area, and then the most exciting part of it all is we're going to have a multi-purpose room so that we can actually offer some of these services we're talking about all through the day. So there'll be classes, drop-in spaces. It's very, very exciting. And so thank you to all our supporters and our sponsors who are helping us make this possible.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So again, your office is located
in Grand Harbour, space 18 and 19, next door to what was Papa John's.
Okay.
If you're looking at Hurley's, we're to the left-hand side.
Yes. Okay. And how can people reach out to you? Website, email address, social media?
So yeah, we're on social media. So we're on Instagram, BCF Cayman, Facebook, BCF Cayman. We have our website, which is breastcancerfoundation.ky, or you can call us on the office number, which is 923-1135, or you can email the team at info@bcfcayman.com.
Okay, and Sue
Or
says
you
morning.
out to Cayman Mile Road, and Miss Sandy will put you in touch with us. Because again, thank you so much for your daily posts. It really
You're welcome. You're welcome. And Miss Sue says, morning, Beverly. Well done what you're doing to help everyone. So again, folks, the Breast Cancer Foundation does an amazing job. They're really one of those NPOs in the Cayman Islands that makes an amazing difference in the lives of people. So support them in any way that you can. You know, I'm sure they're always looking for volunteers, right, Beverly?
Absolutely. We are always looking for volunteers in any way, shape, or form. Whatever your talent is, we will be able to find a use for it.
All right, so do give them a call, reach out to them. They're active on social media. You just had it would have been in October that you would have had your big gala event as well.
We had our big gala at the beginning of October, and we brought down Knowles, who is Beyonce's father, who is a major breast cancer survivor, and he talked about the importance of early detection, and he talked about self-awareness.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. And watch this space. I think in at the cinema at the moment, there the Taylor Swift movie is on at the moment. I'm not a Swiftie, but in December, I'm going to let's give you a Mile Road exclusive.
Ooh, well, we love an exclusive here in Mile Road.
If we can persuade the cinema to bring down the Beyonce movie, we're going to the whole cinema and show her movie, and the money will come to the Breast Cancer Foundation. But one person that attends will have the opportunity to win 2 tickets to see Beyonce live that Matthew Knowles has given us.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing!
So all you've got to do the movie.
That's really good news. That's okay. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Well, yes, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Sandy. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on this morning. Again, folks, reach out to the Breast Cancer Foundation. Do you happen to have, just out of curiosity, is his speech from the event available anywhere for us to watch?
Well, we have got it, so we're just putting it together at the moment. So I will be able to send you a link so that you can look at it. We're going to put it on our YouTube channel. It's just being tidied up by.
Okay, I'll share that. I'll share that with our listeners maybe one morning during the show. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was very inspirational.
Yeah, and the great news is over $500,000 was raised at this event.
And now you know why we.
Yeah.
Such big, because everything we do, as I did a short speech myself, and I said in 2023 the only thing that is free are the words of compassion that we share with everyone. Everything else costs, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the governor has also been named as a new patron for the Breast Cancer Foundation, so that's absolutely wonderful.
Which was phenomenal. She came on board. I asked her, and I was thinking, maybe I'm pushing it. She's so busy. Just said, you don't need to explain it. Yes, please. I would like to be your patron.
Wow. Fantastic.
Thank you, Her Excellency.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much, Beverly.
Thank you very much. And thank you for listening, everyone. And come find us either on social media or just come down to our offices in Grand Harbour and come and visit us.
Okay. Wonderful. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right, folks. Beverly Edgington, working there with the Breast Cancer Foundation. Please go visit them. You can check out their website, breastcancerfoundation.ky. They've got a presence all over social media. And again, I like what she said, nothing's free, but the kind words that they have to offer. Everything costs. And so their fundraising efforts, which allow them to offer these services at no cost to the public, extremely important. Volunteer. A lot of us have some extra time in our hands, and it doesn't have to be a lot of time. Maybe you've only got, one Saturday a month, or, one evening every week that you can make yourself available. But once you've been in a situation where you have had a diagnosis and you've had to use the services of an organization like the Breast Cancer Foundation, you really recognize the important work that they do, folks. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, I got so emotional when I went and did, the visit there. I was just overwhelmed with everything. So, oh God, they must have thought I was crazy. They're like, what on earth is going on here? I just was talking to them and I couldn't help myself. I literally just burst out in tears. It was just being in that environment and hearing the stories. And I think that they hear it every day, and they obviously deal with people every day, that they have a coat of armor, and I just don't. So I was just like bawling, and they just handed me some tissue and they're like, it's okay, this happens. Like, people have this kind of response. But it's just amazing work that they do. So thank you so much to the Breast Cancer Foundation. So of course, October, we've just left Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but don't let your guard down, folks, when it comes to your breast health or anything else. Just because it's not October doesn't mean that you can't, not go get a mammogram. Prioritize your health.